Welcome to Memorial Stadium, Lincoln, Nebraska, and home of the Cornhuskers. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Oregon State Beavers. The Beavers will boot it away to start the game. The returner will field it and bring it back. Makes a move. Got a little room. He's going to get loose. He will score. Touchdown, Cornhuskers.
People still fill in the stands, and he takes the opening kickoff back to the house to fire up the crowd, fire up his teammates. What a start for this young man.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. Well, I'd say that's quite a way to make an early statement. Take the opening kickoff and run it all the way back for a touchdown. Looking for blockers. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. The Beavers offense will take the field first. But Jesse, it's always fun to see a guy who's been challenged, see if he can answer the bell and get things done.
Well, we talked to him this week, and he knows that people are out there questioning him. And I think that leaves a big chip on his shoulder, David. He wants to prove to the entire college football world he's got what it takes to win this football game. This is a big test for him.
And here's the thing. Proving it is one thing, Jesse, but it's not about you. And this is a team game. Obviously, the quarterback in position is so dependent on others' success, but play within yourself, make those plays, don't make the big mistakes.
This crowd, full throat, spreading the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Going to swing it on second down. Finds his man. It's Durant. Tackle is made at the 23. Let's call it a 5-yard pickup. From their own 23, it'll be 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Get it out to the supersonic guy. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
I don't know if that's the coverage you want to be throwing wide receiver screens against. Oftentimes, you want the receivers to have some access. You want the DBs to be off a couple of yards so you can help set up the blocks and give the receiver somewhere to go with it. It's hard to run that against press coverage, and they only picked up a few yards there.
It's complete to the right. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
Here's the handoff. Runs through a tackle. They stop him cold. Maybe gets a yard to the 34.
And a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover.
Running free. Touchdown, Oregon State. Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score. Setting up for the extra point and the tie. Well, they started with horrible field position, but ended with perfect field position in the middle of the end zone.
It all comes down to execution, Reese. You've got to have guys going out and doing their jobs. You saw the offensive line up front. They were physical. Skill players made it happen with the ball in their hands, and the quarterback really showed command on that last drive.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So Nebraska's offense will try to get something started with their first possession. Guys, if you listen closely, I think you can hear the jawing going already between this quarterback and wide receiver. What a matchup, Jesse, it's going to be between those two.
You know, so many people have already been talking about this individual one-on-one matchup, David, and it's going to be happening out on an island all game long. The receiver's got speed, he's got game-breaking ability, catching the football, can climb the ladder. He's going up against one of the best shutdown corners in the game. I cannot wait to watch this.
Yeah, and he's got...
There he goes! He's brought down at the 29 after a 10-yard gain. Nebraska's had a lot of guys to feed over the years. Mike Rozier, Roger Craig, I am hip. But you don't know who's going to get it with this running attack.
Yeah, but I do know this, Reese. Whoever gets it is going to run the football physically. And Nebraska is going to be very happy. Their fan base will be jacked if they establish the physical ground game, because that's who they are.
The Cornhuskers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down.
These RPO runs, they're like body blows. I like them because it just sort of chips away at a defense. You'll take these kind of gains all game long. You keep running the football this way, you're going to keep moving the sticks. You're going to keep driving this defense back, so keep at it with the RPO game.
And I love QBs that understand when they need to put some extra sauce on the football. You see your guys sit down in the zone, running a curl, boom, fire that puppy to him, get it on him now so he can catch it before he gets destroyed. Nice job by the QB putting a little extra sauce on it.
This is an offense that really relies on its running game, on that 2nd down call, giving it to the back, letting him find a way to go get a first.
Motion from the back. To the air. It's Raiola. Fires to the big fella. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Huskers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Single back formation, and they give it to him. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
Well, they only needed 1 yard, so no mystery there. Turn around, hand it off, and he finds a way to get it.
The Huskers have it with a 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. Now improvising. He's going to run it. He's run out of bounds and didn't gain an inch on the play.
Absolutely nothing doing there on the quarterback run. Defense takes all the gaps away. They use their speed to force him to the sidelines. He didn't even gain any yards, guys, before going out of bounds.
Fires to the middle. He put it out there for him, and the senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection.
Quarterback trying to attack the middle of the field. I like the aggressive nature, but his receivers aren't 9 feet tall. No one's going to catch that. No one can climb the ladder. You got to bring it down a little bit.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. It's caught downfield. Touchdown, Husker! Made the grab and took it on in for the score. They just took the air out of that thing. That might be an understatement. They took the ball away and just wore down, just grinded away at that defense.
It took a lot of time off the clock in the process as well. I'm impressed with the physicality up front of this offense, because that's where it all starts. If you're going to march the ball down the field like they just did, you've got to be dominating in the trenches, and they are doing that in this game right now.
The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. Oregon State takes over, ready to send the offense onto the field. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score, already down 14-7. They'll try the run. He's in open space downfield. Turning it on. That kind of play will get a drive started or help your field position. They've got it at the 27. They'll have to hurry if they want to get another play off before the quarter ends. We've come to the end of the quarter, and Nebraska is on top. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. here as they go back to work. Might as well give it to him again. Defense not budging. He's still able to get 2 to the 29.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
The give to the back. Finds his way for 3 out to the 33.
They have just not been able to get this guy into a rhythm so far in this game. I know it's still the first half, but there's been nothing going for him like you just saw in that last run. He's an outstanding talent. You may have to start thinking about throwing him the football, getting him out in the perimeter in space to let him go to work. He's got to touch the ball for you to come back in this game. Right now, running it, though, very difficult.
Got his man. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Running to Green. Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Now they'll run it to the right here. And he'll lose yardage on this play. Loses 2 yards. Great job by the defense.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Open space at the 25. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Firing to the right, complete. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
It's definitely the wide receiver's job to create space, right? So whether you're running a go or you're running a hitch like this right here, I got to find a way to push off legally or just create a little bit of space to get some positive yards.
Makes the catch along the sidelines and steps out of bounds.
You're going to have to design something a little bit better than that, fellas. I mean, you're throwing the football, you get 1 yard, and that was not an easy catch, by the way. Toe tapped, made sure he got his foot down, but I don't know if that was worth it for a 1-yard gain.
Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. In the gun, looking to throw on third down. Here's the pressure. And down goes the quarterback. There are penalty flags down, but it looks as if this might be on the offense. This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. And he missed it. No good. And they couldn't cut into the lead. It's still a 7-point game. Offense working from the pistol.
Well, everybody in the stadium thought that was an automatic 3. Not so fast. Bad miss by the kicker.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Offensively, you want to run that counter, right, to try to take advantage of hyperactive defenses, but just poor execution. Not a good job of understanding where I need to go when I bounce that thing backside, and it bounced outside. You want to take that thing inside, so the offense needs to operate a little bit better and maybe not run as much counter because the defense got in there pretty.
Oh, he's got some space. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. Offense will try to get some momentum going on 1st and 10. Lots of good stuff on that play. You slow down the rush, you get a completion, and you move the chains.
And most importantly, you're right. You don't force a short yardage situation that you have to get. Nice job to fight that rush up the field. Take advantage of the aggressiveness of the defense. Make the catch, make the run, get the first down.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. The Cornhuskers can really attack on this 2nd and short. They go to the ground. And they'll pick up the 1st down and mark it at the 47.
I don't know, man. If I'm on defense here and I'm watching the way my D-line's getting manhandled, I might have to put more guys in the box. I might have to sacrifice a safety and try to get more hats close to the line of scrimmage to slow this running back down, because the RPO game's been a problem.
He'll be forced out of bounds. Big pickup on the play. Mark him down at the 28.
This guy's done a lot of good things early this year throwing the football. With that last completion, that now takes him over 1,000 yards passing for the year.
Looking to the big tight end. Pulls it in. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Nebraska! Effective offense leading the way here and establishing this lead.
And that's how you draw it up, right? You want to come out, be clicking early, get everything going, way to get all the facets rolling. The defense right now on their heels, they have no answers. The offense doing whatever they want.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Oregon State has it back, and here comes the Beaver offense. Running out of time here in the 1st half. They do have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And so you got to locate your best players and get them the football on this drive. You're down in the game. There's obviously a lot of football left, David, but on this drive, in this 2-minute situation, best players got to touch the ball.
And this could get into pressing mode, right? Like you go into the half, down a couple of scores, it starts to, the pressure really mounts. Good opportunity to take some of that pressure off, get some momentum, energize this squad going into halftime.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the 1st half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the 2nd half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot. And the Beavers will line up to punt it away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O's. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Got enough for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. Looking to throw, it's Raiola. The throw to the outside is complete. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain.
Nice job there. Good timing between the QB and the wide receiver executing that out route.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Quarterback making adjustments. Second down, they'll go to the air. Fires to the tight end. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule. And what that means is keeping 3rd downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play call.
They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. Makes the catch. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36. Wants to throw on 1st down. Catch in the middle, it's Hunter. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
Gets the back moving. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Grab near the marker. It's Nelson. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
He caught it. He gets it in. Touchdown, Cornhuskers. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead.
Well, this offense is clicking. They've been doing it all first half, running the ball, throwing the ball. They had insult to injury with another touchdown here right before teams go into the tunnel. This defense, guys, they have got to find some answers, and they've got to regroup here at halftime.
And they knock through the extra point, and they're up 28-7. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. Coming out with it, it's Johnson. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Leaves it with the running back. And he finds enough running room, and he's marked down at the 20. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Man, a lot of ways to describe those first 2 quarters in Lincoln, but let's just go with notable. And we'd be remiss if we didn't start this halftime report by giving props to this superstar tight end. He's been almost, you know what, check that. He has been unguardable with that unusual blend of speed, size, hands, and route running. He is a pick-your-poison kind of player. And with that, back to the sea of red and our guys at Memorial Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. And the Huskers will kick it away to crank up the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Oregon State takes over, ready to send the offense onto the field. They come into this third quarter with a lot of work they need to get done.
Yeah, and it starts with this possession. And I'm going piece by piece. I know this is coach speak and very simple. I score, I get a stop, I score. I can get back in this game, but it's got to be one drive at a time.
It's going to have to be, but I think the mindset offensively is we're probably going to have to score every time we get it because our defense has been struggling. They have not been getting a lot of stops, so this is a critical drive here for this offense.
Still on his feet at the 35. Across the 50 and down and out of bounds at the 44. A good pickup on that one.
Defensively, you'll take the slow death. You'll take 3, 4, 5 yards a pop, but you can't give up the massive plays. You got to do a better job containing the football, making him run the guys, and get him on the ground, for goodness sakes. This guy is fast, I know, but defensively, we got to swarm to the football and get him on the ground.
The Beavers headed quickly to the line.
I like this idea by the offense going hurry up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage and go fast.
Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. Sends it back in motion. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. He's got his man, makes the grab. Offenses gain momentum with 3rd down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25.
Well, that was a weird one because I think running back screen was called, but the quarterback just saw an open receiver downfield and said to himself, hey, I got an open guy. I'm just going to take it.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. He'll pull it on the read. And the ball is out. Who's going to get it? Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
Hey, you know what's really easy? It's easy to say, hey, quarterback, run out there, pitch off of that guy, and now your running back gets to go play one-on-one with somebody else. It's got to all work timing-wise. And the defense did a great job flying up, nowhere to go, make the play, make a quick decision, and you get the fumble and recover in the backfield.
Hands it off. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to throw. It's Raiola. Right on the money. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Bought a little time, lets it go. Nice pickup there, gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. The Huskers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
Back to pass on second down. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming. Now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the second down misfire. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. The Cornhuskers will punt it away on 4th down. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep.
And that was almost a huge mistake by special teams. On the punt return, fumbling the football, they are so lucky that they jumped on that ball and that their offense is now going to take the field, because that could have been disastrous.
Leaves it with the back. May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets him out to the 25-yard line.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Well, it's a negative play trying to run the football, and I think if you're on offense, you got to be thinking about throwing it now. You're trailing by a lot. You got to get back in this game. You need tempo, and you need explosive plays through the air.
In the gun and looking to throw on 3rd down. Caught. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's first down at the 38.
Well, this guy has been a weapon all game long. They've lined him up all over the field. He's run all different types of routes. The defense has not been able to cover him, and he's got now over 150 receiving yards.
Power football with the run. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. A very productive run. Gets it inside the 40, all the way down to the 38-yard line.
And how about the running back, man? Rips off a big play. This offense creates some momentum, and what do? They keep their foot on the gas, right back on the football to try to keep this offense rolling.
They make the stop. Not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Back to pass. Caught in the backfield. It's Valentine. And he is going to be forced out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. Tremendous defense there. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And this offense just has to find a way to convert this 3rd down, or else they are really in trouble. They'll run the screen. They get him stopped at the 32. A solid pickup, and it will bring up a 4th down and decision time. Here comes the field goal unit as he'll try to get the 3. Never a doubt for this big-footed guy. 49-yard field goal is good. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Texas Tech was able to squeak one out in front of those home fans in Lubbock. In fact, I think in the end, the difference may have been Red Raider Nation, who will enjoy this win. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still 2 quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. With the 1st down, they'll put it in play from the 33. Running back searching for a hole. Got the 1st down and more. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Man, who says you can't run up the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks, I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle. Nice blocking. How about the running back? You can tell the speed, the wheels, does a great job getting down the field, making a huge rushing play.
They stop him just a link or 2 short of the 1st, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here. And the Huskers come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Looking downfield, it's Raiola. He tries to take the top off. Picked off to stop the threat. He was looking for room to return that, but he'll just hand it to the offense. They'll take over at the 18. First play of the drive, wants to throw. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming.
You see an incompletion there. I think a big reason why this team is in such a hole right now in the 4th quarter is they have just not been able to find the explosive plays throwing the ball. And you got to wonder at this point, is it too little too late?
This time it's complete. He's brought down at the 29 after a 10-yard gain. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. Looking to throw on 1st down. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
And it just doesn't get more dominant than that. One-on-one, me versus you, and there's nothing you can do about it, David. I know that's something you know a lot about based on your time with Jordan.
Man, fly off the edge, beat the man as quick as you can. There's so many things that have to go right for you to get a sack. The ball has to be coming out a little bit later. But you know what? When you win that fast and that clean off the line of scrimmage, that is how it's done at the highest level for that defensive end.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Pulls it in, it's Valentine. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered to pick up the 1st.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. And you're going to win this game.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Can't make the play on the interception, and man, they were looking for their first pick of the game. Instead, it'll be 4th down. No signs of any kind of kickers. They'll leave the offense out there to try to move those chains. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. And it's incomplete way downfield, and the defense rises to the occasion. This offense has it with really good field position. To the air, it's Raiola. Snagged out of the air. No chance to run, but still a good gain. The Huskers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Give to the back. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. quarterback, quick pass to the receiver. Can't get him to the ground. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
All right, so not a home run play for the offense, but I do like the creativity, and I like how they're going to stress this defense and do it in less conventional ways.
Oh, they're after him. He's got it and still on his feet. They get him stopped at the 2, but it'll be 1st and goal. The Cornhuskers look to keep this drive humming. Early movement on the offense, and they'll push it back 5 yards.
False start offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. And the Huskers are threatening on 1st and goal. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Didn't work on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and goal from the 8. To the air, it's Raiola. Now he's going to break the pocket. Touchdown, Huskers! And the beatdown has ensued. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row. They say there's no more loyal fan base than the one at Nebraska. Well, this guy is becoming their hero with this performance.
And Nebraska fans have a special place in their heart for a quarterback that can run it, that can throw it, show you all the dimensions of their game because they've had so many great ones in the past. And this guy, he looks like the future.
Oregon State has it back, and here comes the Beaver offense. We'll see if that failed 4th down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
When you hear about it all the time in football, go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And, Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that 1st down. You could see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
Grabbed in the middle. It's Durant. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the 1st down. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Looking down the middle. He makes a catch. The junior making a clutch play and turning in a big catch. The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. The Beavers have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to keep it in the air. Makes the catch. It's Durant. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. And the Beavers can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Lofts one deep down the right side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
They emptied the roster, put every receiver they had out there, it seemed, and they were able to pick up enough for the 1st down.
Yeah, when you do that with all that speed on the field, you spread it out. What do you got to do? Find the matchup. Find the speed advantage with one of my wide receivers. Get that good matchup. Get the easy 1st down.
He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the 1st down. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Under fire. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
And that play is a microcosm of what this game has been. They have not been able to protect their quarterback all game long, early or late, up front. Moving forward, this offense has got to do a better job, or else they're going to be in a lot of trouble. You cannot give up as many sacks as they have in this game.
And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. The offense somehow fell on it, and they'll retain possession.
Doesn't it always seem like that ball is on the ground for like 30 seconds? You got 17 guys running at it, slow motion. Like, I got to get the football. Offense, Very lucky to get that football back.
Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. So here they come, going for it after giving up that sack and desperately needing to move the chains. On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. Hauls it in, the first down and more. Slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Beavers!
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Quarterback making checks. Scanning the field, it's Raiola. Grabbed over the middle, it's Hunter. Breaks into the open. Pass to 10. Touchdown, Nebraska! And the pummeling has started. They've built a little cushion and now closer to getting a victory here in week 4.
And they just keep piling on the points. We've seen in big moments in this game, they have been able to step up and deliver, particularly on offense. Very impressive performance.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. That one's going to get a little star mark decided on the play sheet. One play, explosive, touchdown just like that. He'll bring it out. It's Johnson. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. They'll send the back in motion. To the air on first down. A deep throw as the clock winds down. Interception, and things are going from bad to worse. He's brought down. A short return, but the defense comes out on top with a pick.
Heat up them pass rushers, bring in them DBs. That's what I'm doing in this situation. When I got the lead by a couple scores late in the ball game in the fourth quarter, I'm going to rush the passer like crazy.
A lot of room to the right. And they get him out of bounds after an explosive run, just chewing up yardage along the way. Winning can become a habit. Now they've won back-to-back games.